In this lesson, we will be looking at a specific kind of Task 2 question. We will be looking at the question which asks you to discuss two different views and then choose the one which you prefer. Now again, remember that in IELTS Task 2, there are several different types of questions. Some of them ask you to discuss advantages and disadvantages of concepts. Others ask you to discuss one idea and support different views for that idea. Again, be very careful to pay attention to the details of the question. In order to get high scores, you have to answer these questions specifically. Okay, so I will tell you a few points that you have to follow when the question asks you to discuss two ideas and then choose one side which you believe in more. And I will also give you an example Task 2 essay which shows you exactly how this needs to be structured and written. Firstly, let's look at the example question. Task 2. Write about the following topic. Some people believe that genetically modified foods are good for society because they help to feed the world's growing population. Others argue that genetically altered foods are bad for nutrition and the environment. Discuss both views and give reasons for your answer, and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. You should spend no more than 40 minutes on this task. Okay, again, remember that before you begin to write, even though you just have 40 minutes and you need to write 250 words, it's much more efficient if you spend the first 3-4 minutes planning your ideas and structuring your ideas so that you can provide a powerful essay which gets you a high score. When you have this type of an essay question, of course, the very first important point is make sure to discuss both views. Sometimes students just focus on the side that they support and forget to discuss the opposite or the other side which they don't favor as much. For this kind of question, this doesn't work. Why? Because it's asking you to discuss both views. So you have to do this. Now, also, when you're writing for this type of essay, make sure to support one side. This is very important. You can't just talk about both sides and support both views, or talk about both sides and discredit both views. Again, the question is asking you which one you support more. So that's what you have to do. Don't get too creative on IELTS simply because you don't have enough time, and creativity doesn't necessarily get you good marks. Focus on the question and have the right response. Also, make sure that in the first body paragraph, you discuss the side which you agree with less. In your second body paragraph, you need to discuss the side that you agree with more. Okay? So I'm going to write up this structure and then you'll see it more clearly. First point. Discuss both sides. Second point. Make sure to support one side only. Okay? So you need to state that you believe that one side is definitely better than the other. All right, now for structure. Again, this is no different from other Task 2 essays in that it needs 4 good paragraphs. A powerful introduction, a clear body paragraph 1, a good body paragraph 2, and a nice conclusion. Now, for the structure of this kind of essay, you need to remember for body paragraph 1 to write about the side that you do not believe in. And then for body paragraph 2, that's where you need to write about the side or the idea that you support and you believe in. The simple logic with this structure is that you need to write it this way, since the side that you believe in is the idea or the concept that you want to leave your reader with. So you want your reader to finish thinking about the side that you believe in. And you will see that in the conclusion, you also emphasize the side that you believe in as well. To get a more clear idea of exactly what I mean, let's now take a look at this sample essay. Here's the sample essay which asks you to discuss both views and then support one over the other. Again, let's look at the question. Task 2. Write about the following topic. Some people believe that genetically modified foods are good for society because they help to feed the world's growing population. Others argue that genetically altered foods are bad for nutrition and the environment. Discuss both views and give reasons for your answer, and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. You should spend no more than 40 minutes on this task. Food is one of the basic needs for human survival. In the past several decades, technology has empowered scientists to genetically modify foods, including meat, fruits, and vegetables to grow faster, become bigger, and be more resilient. Some individuals believe that these physically altered consumables aid in sustaining an ever-increasing population, while others debate that such foods have detrimental effects on diet and nature. I believe that although these GMO products have certain benefits, the overall outcome is negative. Visibly, many foods have increased in abundance and size over the last half-century. Scientists have changed the genetic code of many fruits and vegetables so that they are more resistant to disease and insects, while also growing larger in size and mass over a shorter period of time compared with their predecessors. For instance, when I shop at my local grocer, Super Save Foods, I'm often amazed at how large and colorful are the bell peppers and strawberries. Certainly, these foods provide more substance than their smaller counterparts of past. Nevertheless, this is just one side of the science. On the other hand, it is argued that many of these GMO foods may be much larger but contain less nutrition and taste. Often, the science which is applied to altering of food production is focused more on profit than nutritional benefit. Therefore, a modern-day pepper or strawberry is larger, but they have less nutrition overall than their non-modified ancestors. For this reason, I am very careful to buy fruits and vegetables which have not been changed by science. Even though I eat less amounts of peppers and strawberries, I feel healthy because of the high concentration of vitamins and minerals in these non-GMO products. In conclusion, GMO produce has perhaps helped to keep some part of the world's population fed, but it has also caused equally, if not greater, amount of harm to human diet. In my opinion, food production should not just be concerned with quantity, but more about quality. Okay, so this is an example of an essay which tackles this kind of a question effectively and responds accurately by discussing both sides and then supporting one side which the writer believes in more. Now, paying close attention to this essay, you can see that all of the key elements of each paragraph are present to get a really nice score for coherence, structure, flow, and so forth. For instance, in the introduction, it opens with an excellent hook. Food is one of the basic needs for human survival. Then the introduction gives some background information on how science has modified foods over the past half century. And then it gives a clear thesis about the two viewpoints and which one is supported. When we look at the body paragraphs, they're also well structured. Each body paragraph contains a clear topic sentence, good explanations, and then clear personal examples. The conclusion restates the concept's key points, the argument, and finishes with a good take-home message. In my opinion, food production should not just be concerned with quantity, but more about quality. Now what you need to do is follow these steps, follow these rules, make sure to practice this type of question at home before you sit the IELTS exam. It's always impossible to guess what kind of a task 2 question will be on your test, so you really need to understand the different types of task 2 questions that can be asked and make sure to practice each one. For different types of task 2 questions, check out some of our other videos where we discuss those, the strategies, and also give examples on how to write effectively. Good studies and good luck on your exam.